Welcome everyone. Welcome back to another UGS stream. I'm your host, Kaado, your usual programmer in this team, and I'm back for more Godot shenanigans. Yes, indeed. So, today I'm going to show you something I have done off camera. But first, why starting things like that when I can just show you what I'm doing, right? So, first, let's talk about our game. I'm going to open a browser that I rarely use, This browser is. The only function for it is to just download Chrome. But because I have stuff on my Chrome and I don't want to risk doxing myself, I'm just going to use this thing, because I don't personally use this crap. I mean, it's Chromium in the backend, so it's the same thing. Microsoft just gave up on Internet Explorer and is just using Chromium code, whatever. Doesn't matter. What matters is, what am I doing here? I'm a programmer from the team UGS. I can open our beautiful website, ugs.pt. Why .pt and .com? Because we are based in Portugal, a country of Europe, for those who don't know. And we are a team of 4 elements. And, this is me, the programmer, Kaado, yay. Well, apart from myself, because focus on the game, not on who we are, Let's talk about Droian, shall we? So, Droian, it's, your regular 2D pixel art Metroidvania game, Let's just say Metroidvania wannabe, if you want to do it correctly. We love pixel art games, with that retro style, retro feeling. It's pretty awesome. We kinda like terror as well, so we like spookies. Even though this game is not meant to be super spooky, it's not a spookish game. It contains terror elements, like creepy creatures and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool platformer. And what do you mean about a platformer? Let me just show you the Godot build, Okay, sir. Hello there. So, this is what I mean about a platformer. Huh? You can go left to right, you can jump, Things that you have seen in previous streams, But there's other things that I have done, off camera, as per se. Which is, you see, the wall jump, yes, it was made before, but now it's improved. Not only that, Ian now sticks to the wall, being Ian the name's character. You see? Yes, he can stick to the wall, he can jump to the wall, way easier than before, And, of course, you have your regular over things and over and jump. Those things we have done in previous streams, but, now way better. You see? Apart from the wall jump, I have also improved a little bit of the gameplay. You see? There's something in the game development, more precisely on platformers, that it is called the Coyote jump. For those of you that are of around my age, because this is a reference from a very old cartoon called Beep Beep and Coyote, which has this the coyote running about Beep Beep. It's, I believe, an Australian creature. I don't know. It's a very fast creature, and the coyote was always trying to catch it. And it was always, you know, failing at it. Looney Tunes are the best. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The old ones. The new ones, I don't know. They are. Well, they don't push my nostalgia, let's just say that. But, you know, the thing about Coyote Jump is Coyote, usually they will go into a ravine or precipice or something like that, and before he fall, he will stay on in the air, you know. Let's just say this is Coyote, he will just stay in the air. Ignore this bug, by the way. This is a bug, you know. Obviously, it won't be a Kaado stream without bugs, but yeah, it's something like this. So Coyote stays floating before he starts falling, and the thing is, I can jump. Obviously, if I'm not falling, you know, if I'm just, let's just say, like two or three pixels already past the platform, I can no longer jump. Obviously, I'm not on the platform, but there is this precise moment in the transition between the platform and me being midair, and in that precise moment, I can still jump. That being called Coyote Jump. This is very useful to make the game feel more smooth, you know, because this is also helps with the input lag, because every modern display has some input lag. We are not using CRT televisions and monitors anymore. They usually have zero input lag, but now, you know, modern LCDs and whatnot have image processing and whatnot, and all of them have input lag, if not 1 millisecond. And those, I believe, are just changing the 1 millisecond. I believe it's just changing one color to the other and not the input itself. So, well, the input can vary between 15 to 100 depending on what screen you are playing. It can be less. Maybe new monitors have less input lag, like those flashy gamer monitors. I don't know, but what I know for sure is every modern monitor has input lag, even though it is small. And one thing that helps a lot with that is this Coyote Jump as well. Obviously, it's not just to combat input lag. The main focus is to make the playability more smooth, you know. But yeah, platformer made easier, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, combined with the wall stick mechanic, you know. We have wall stick mechanic combining with wall jump, combining with the over if we want. We can make like funny stuff like jump on the wall, jump again, over and jump again. Stuff like that, you know? Which is pretty cool. But it is not what we are doing today, you know? Today we are going to do something different. So we have this very crude, very small testing platform, you know? This is where the place where I use to test things, you know, movement and stuff. I have like going around, wall jump things and platforms to test the Coyote jump, jump in general as well, you know, but we are not focusing on the movement of this little character in here. No. Today we are going to do something different. And to do that different thing, we need a new area. So let's just select our tile map, you know, we have a tile map already done. And yes, we only have the cave tile set, but, you know, we have the auto tile. For those of you who remember previous streams, I believe it was on stream I did this. I have set up this auto tile, which is pretty useful. And by just selecting terrains and cave terrain, I can very fast create a new area. Let's just show you, you know, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Obviously, I wasn't very precise with the with mouse, and this is fine. We have an eraser. I can just, get this done and select again the auto tile and, well, not eraser. Let's just say this one, because I can also do this. Wait, do this. There you go. See? And I can do this, I can do, lines around if I wanted. Let's just do the free drawing. If I wanted to make a box, I can do that as well, and just fine tune it pretty fast, see? There you go. Doesn't matter. I will leave this open because if I want to make this area way bigger, I have the room for it. And yeah, we have a new area. Now, why do I want this new area? First off, I need Ian. So, get over here. There you go. We have Ian. And now Ian is going to go around very happily, But there is something that's going to happen to him, Let's just draw something in here, Come on. Let's draw something in here. Not the eraser, the drawing tip. Come on. Why the hell are you doing this? There you go. There is something drawn. And we have an open area in here to go, between one place and the other. Some of you may have seen where I'm going. Let me see. Wanna use one of the new tile sets for this new area? No, I don't, because I don't want to spend time, configuring the auto tile for that new tile set. I need to do that off stream, because I will probably do that with the like configuring all the new tiles, in the same batch, I configure one, auto tile on one, go to the next tile set, configure it, create auto tile, and do, do all of them in one go, And this stream is not about tile sets, it's more about something else. So let's see, you have this opening. Let me just open this thing, so Ian can go back and forth in here, right? Let's just say something is going to be placed in here. So let me just check if this is already on objects, which is not. And before we continue, I just remember something very important to do on tile set that I haven't done before. This thing, I need to save it, and I need to save it in a specific place. Let me just do that very quickly before I forgot, because this is very important, so we don't lose the auto tile thing ever again. So, well, I can save this in here. So tile sets. I don't know why you are saving this in test arena 3. That's not the thing that I want to save, my friend. I want to save this thing. How do I do that? How does one do that? Because this is the scene. I don't want to save that as a scene. Let's just check that. I believe this is what we want. This doesn't have the appearance of the scene, as the appearance of that thing. So I can just rename it to tile set config. Because, yeah, config. There you go, something like that. Now, I can select a tile map. There's the tile set config, very awesome. If I create another, tile set, a tile map, sorry. Using other names for this thing, there is not a tile set to be used. I can just pick up the tile set config in here, and now I can just, I have the tile, and I have the patterns. It's just part of the tutorial, don't mind that, but we have the tiles and the terrains, and I can just select the terrain and draw whatever I want. See? Obviously the autotile is creeping up because I'm drawing very crazy, so the autotile gets confused. But if I just draw a zone, it correctly sets that perfectly, if it's drawn correctly. Let's just say that. There you go, something like that. Now it's saved. It's probably not going away, I hope. It's in here. Now it's easier to implement the other tile sets, but as I have said, we are not doing that today because we need a thing that we don't have in here. So let me just open a folder. And no one has reminded me of something missing in this stream. I have just noticed the deep silence. You may have enjoyed my accent, and I do that with a question mark, I don't know if my voice is very enjoyable or my accent is funny enough or not. Doesn't matter. What matters is we were missing music. So let me just open it. And where is it? It said music was off, but that music was off the it was off the intro. The music of the intro was off. Not missing music, But your access is indeed music to my ears. Thank you, thank you. Glad you enjoy it, My deep voice. Hehehe, something like that. Let's just not scare the kids, Well, why is my music not working? Oh, it was 0. That makes sense. If it's muted on my player, it's not, play. Now, the volume of the music, I don't know if it's good or not. Let me just make it not as loud and see if people can hear it or not. I always hate messing around with this thing, It's always messed up in some way. Music volume should be lower. Even lower. Alright, let me just do that. Maybe something like this? I don't know if this is good or not. If we should have even more. Perfect. Alright. So let me just not mess around with this thing anymore. If chat says it's perfect, then it's perfect, and no touchy anymore. There you go. So, where were we? Right, opening a folder. Obviously, you won't see what I'm doing right now because I have the folder, in another place. Yeah. So, we go to the arts folder. Yes, indeed. What am I doing in the arts folder? Yes, I need something. And I believe it's in here. It is not. Or is it? Wait, what is this? Ooh, something. And you are, reading this right, so you already know what we are going to do. You're looking for the doors. Yes, indeed. Yes, I am. So let me see. Door caves, door ruins, door ship. Probably the door ship, Probably this one. Yeah, something like that. Doesn't matter the sprite we're using. We can always change it later, so doesn't matter. What matters is that we have new doors. Let me see. I have forgot about something that I haven't told before. This feature that I'm doing right now was already done before. Yes, this game was made before on Unity, for those who forgot. Yes, indeed. The thing is, Unity kinda went rogue and then backtrack on that shenanigans, and they're trying to fix stuff now, but the trust was kinda broken. And because we had another game, because yes, we have other games, don't forget about, we have Droian, but we are also developing another game called Exauria. Okay, we don't have the page for this game in here, but we have it in here, Exauria, and if we open the itch.io, you can as well. Let me just mute it real quickly. There you go. If we, open the UGS itch.io, you can see one version of Exauria, and I kinda start to see this is a trend on UGS, starting a game one way and mid-development just say, well, let's do it another way. So, Exauria was a game that we have starting development using JavaScript with the B5 library, and that's the version you see in here. But we have upgraded this version to, using Godot, which is a way better version, and you can see it, if you go to the Exauria YouTube, because we have a YouTube page and whatnot. Because, we have YouTubes as well, where we post the VODs of our streams. And so I may need to scroll a lot just to show you something about the Exauria. Let me see where I catch something about Exauria. Is this Exauria? No, it isn't. Is this Exauria? Yes, it is. So let me just show you something about Exauria. There you go. This is the current version of Exauria, I believe. We have multiple combat, Scarlet and fire imps and whatnot, and tile sets. It's, says having an upgrade. And you might have noticed, this game is not being developed in JavaScript, it's now being developed in Godot. Yes, so, well, why we are doing Droian instead of finishing this game, It's an RPG, we want to release a game, this game will take a lot of time, so, start simple, that's the counsel I give. Well, apart from that, we have Exauria, it's in Godot, fine and all, we started to make other games as well, just for funsies. We have the Red Run, which is Unity game, we have the alpha as well available on itch.io. It's made on Unity, and the same thing is for the Droian. The thing is, Unity shenanigans made us want to, port and go for another engine, and because we already were making Exauria on Godot, we kinda, decided to push Droian to Godot as well. And so it is what we are doing now. In the same style and fashion as Xaria, you know, picking up better tile sets. The doors that we have on Unity are now way better in here. In Unity we just use a rectangle, doesn't matter. In here we are using a way better thing. And yeah, if you are interested in Unity development, we have all the VODs on YouTube. You can check development in there. I believe we have VODs in here as well on Twitch. I don't know. But yeah, VODs are in here. You can watch the VODs on our platforms. And yeah, that's from the past. Now we are in the present. The present meaning Godot, which means better sprites, because our Pixel John in the chat as our resident artist, you know, he's doing upgrades, polishing his art, making things look better, you know, and we have new doors. And so I'm going to create a new folder in here because we need a new folder. This folder will be called Interactable Objects. There you go. Interactable objects, and what I'm going to do in this is doors in there. There you go. Now let me just see if there's stuff that I want to bring in here. Yeah, I can bring that later, because yeah, there's no rush. No rush in this. So we have our doors, and I can use the ship one, because why not? There's this, obviously. A great thing of using the latest version of Godot, it's already import sprites in the correct manner. So great, awesome. Nothing to worry about. Now, what do I need? I need a new object. So, these objects, and there's new tile sets incoming. They are made, just need to be implemented with autotile. Yes, indeed, that's something that I have showed before, you know. They are in here. I have shown them, and the reason I am not doing that this stream, you know. Let's be honest, I don't want to do this right now. It's a repetitive job. I need to set up this tile set, and then this tile set, and then this tile set, and then set up the auto tile for each one, and well, I want to do doors, because yay. Future Cat can deal with the tile set later, you know? He kinda likes to work on those things. Not present Kaado. Myself, well, I just want to do fun stuff right now. Well, get to those later. Do your doors. Yes, indeed. Yes, I will. My boy's feeling like doors. Yep. Today's doors. So, where was I? I will need to create a system. So, I will create a system for interactable objects. And this will represent, you know, a system that it's kind of modular. So, our little character, you know, Ian, will have the ability to interact with objects, and those objects will perform an action. So, if I create it like modules, I have a module which is an interactable module, and those modules can be sticked on like a component on other objects, for example a door. When Ian interacts with that door, the door opens. And the behavior of that interaction can be varied, meaning I can use a button to interact with that object, I can use collision like proximity sensors, and other stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. This system is kinda similar to the one used in Xaria, and I have forgot how I have made that in Xaria. You know, it was a very long while ago. But I'm just, feeling winging it, trying to do something out of my mind. Yeah, it always goes right, right? Yeah, no bugs expected, none of it, yeah, indeed. And my nose is getting bigger, reference for liars. Well, let's just stop rumbling around, waffling around. We are, you know, just doing nothing, let's just start, shall we? So, what do we want to do? We want an area 2D. This area 2D will be an interactable area. Interactable area, and this area obviously needs something, This something is a collider. So let's just add a child node to it and collider. And this collider can be a shape, And this shape, let's just see something fun for this. Why not a rectangle? Keeping it simple, Yeah. Something like that. Now, where is it? It's in here. Let's just, drag it in here. This is the place we want this thing. There we go. And let's create a collider. Now, I may want things to stack with each other. A waffle will be nice. Yes, indeed. Well, we are kinda approaching dinner time in here. Well, being in Portugal is already 6:45, So it's 7 minus 15, I kinda dine at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. So, breakfast or dinner, let's go. Yeah, I used to eat some breakfast sometimes on lunchtime, because, I'm hall boy, if you want to say that, I'm like to be awake at night. It's nice. But apart from that, yeah, waffles will be good right now. So let me just think of this. So we have an interactable area. This interactable has a collision shape 2D. But this... do I want to call this interactable? Because this is not really what I want. Or is it? Yeah, it is. It is. I can get that in the same place. So, interactable area. And this is the collision shape 2D. Now, we can edit the collision box, which is awesome. I like that. I really like that. And we can also create code, which is very important. So, new script, interactable object, we can call it, yeah, like that. This thing needs to be saved somewhere. Add-ons, characters, interactables, objects, scenes, style sets. Well, it can be saved on interactable objects, because why not? Or am I saving scripts in here? Let me see just... This is something not from here. Let me see, character, the script for character is in there. And the script for interactable objects will be in there. So, let's just do that. Interactable object. And I want to save this interactable object in... Where's my new folder? Character objects. Where is the new folder. There you go. Open, save, or create in this case. There you go. Fantastic. We have a new script. Yay! So this script, let me just reference something really quick because I have stuff in here. And let me just is grounded. This is just a script and overlapping bodies. Yeah. This is the enough stuff that I need. So I will do something similar in here. Selecting this thing and going to nodes. I should have stuff in here. Well, first off, I want to save this as a scene. So save branch as a scene. And it goes to interactable objects as well. There you go. Now, editing this. There you go. We have this thing in here. We have this thing in here. And there you go. We have in here this stuff. And we can create something very simple, which is interactable area. This interactable area, I will create something which is var can interact, there you go, and will be of bold type, there you go, var interactive, and can be a bool as well. So can interact, interactive, and var detected. Bool. There you go, detected. Now, let me see stuff about this. So, to be detected, I need this in here. So, if a body has entered this thing, yes, connect. If a body has entered, then the detected will be true. There we go. If the body has exited, you know where this is going, right? Detected equals false. What the hell is true detected? There you go. Easy. Now you may ask, well, this is fun and all, but all bodies can be a player, can be an enemy, can be a projectile, can be anything. Do you really want those doors to detect anything in there? No, we don't. So we are just going to the test area, look at player in the inspector. The player has some colliders. Let me just see where they are, because the player has a specific thing about its collision, which is in the layer 1. This is the canvas. That's wrong. Where the collision? Collision stuff. Where you are, collision stuff. Where can I see you? Collision stuff. Collision. There you go. This is here. So, the player is on layer 2 and it can detect all of this, which is great. It is awesome. So, layer 2 should be for player. So, what the hell is player 1? The layer 1. Is layer 1 ground and stuff like that? Maybe. And the 2 is That's wrong. That's wrong. No, it is actually right. So 1 should be ground. So if I go to the tile set and physics collision is 1, there you go. So everything ground is 1, player is 2, that's correct. 3 should be enemies, which we don't have right now. 4 should be projectiles, there you go. And 5 should be mines. There you go. Fantastic. And so 6 will be interactables. Yes, indeed. So let's just make this thing a 6. Because I don't want... Well. Does this need to be something like a 6? Because it's... You know... The collision on this thing is basically a wall. Right? So it doesn't matter. It will matter in the future when we just configure this thing to be destructible and all, but doesn't matter on this thing. So yeah, it's fine being a 1. Yeah, but mask it needs to detect the 2 and will only detect the player. Now if we want, we can, you know, detect the player and enemies as well. It will be fun. Yes, it will be fun indeed if we want to know, make an auto door. But for now, it will only detect the player, which is the 2, and it can stay on layer 1, which is the ground. That's fine and all. I would like that. Yes, I know you would like that. And so we can configure it the way we want, but for now it's just detecting the player, which is good. That's what we want. Going to the script, let's just... Right now it's just only and only detecting the player, because the player is on the layer 2. So, if we do something like print detected and do the same thing in there, just make sure and test it, you know. Let's just check the output. True. And when I leave, false. True, false. True, false. True, false. There you go. We are being detected. Fantastic. Great. That's flipping awesome. Now, we need stuff like detect things. We need to detect things. Now, I need to check something on the script of the player, because I'm pretty sure keys are in here. And I will need to do stuff in here. I don't know how am I going to do stuff in here right now, but it doesn't really matter for now. What matters is, you know, we have a detection. That's fine. That's everything we need for now. So, going again to the map area, let's just, you know, configure the thing in here. We should. Well, we probably need to do something like create another object, yes. So we don't need this in here anymore, so let's just remove it. I didn't delete that, it's still in here, you know, I can drag in here. You see this thing. Right. Right. Where is my collider? Oh, that makes sense. It needs to be on 0, 0. So please do that. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go, it's in here. See? We don't want this anymore because we are going to use this interactable area as a component. And this component will be detected with another component that we are going to call door. And to make the door we need a node. Node 2D, I'm going to call this door. And I'm going to do a sprite. This may need to be an animation sprite. So animation. What do I want in here? Animated sprite 2D. There you go. Something like that. What this needs? Must be created on a set of frames, property, do blah blah blah. Alright, so I need a new sprite frames. These sprite frames, I need to save them, always save them. And I want this on interactable objects, and to make things properly, I will create a new folder. I'm going to call it doors. I'm going to save there. I'm going to also drag every single door sprite to there as well. Fantastic. And now, why are you called this thing? I don't want you to be called this thing, so new sprite frames. No. What do we want is to be door frames. So something like this. Door frames. Something like that. In here, let's just... the default, yeah, it can stay in default. It's fine. So add frames, interactable doors, and now we can select multiple of them, which is pretty awesome. The thing is, we should choose one. So door ship, door ruins, and door caves. Let's just select the ship. This one horizontal only has one, while vertical, well, one, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 7 frames. This one I'm going to call it... well, we have multiple of them. We have this one. I don't know the difference between the first and the second at first sight. Don't know the difference. Refer to what I said earlier about the frames. Let me see. It's most important to detect players, so let's get that working before going into other ideas. Exactly, refer to what I said earlier about the frames. I don't remember, but doesn't matter. I just need a static image. So, yeah. For now, I just... god damn it, I just wanted one. Why did I delete all of them? There you go. 2 first ones are blinking like the door. Alright. I can do that, you know. I can do the blinking door. I don't know if we want blinking doors, but yeah, we can do that. It can be like... yeah, we can use that. So the blinking doors could be an automatic indication, not blinking, it needs a switch or is permanently on or something like that. Well, it could be decided later, doesn't matter. The 2 first ones are blinking like doors. You use those 2 for when doors are active, when they open. I was thinking of blinking when the door opens. That's fine as well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much, but yeah. we can do that. So before I do something that I shouldn't, let's just move the entire door assembly. There we go, something like that. These doors are very thick compared to the tile set. Let me just make sure, yeah, the pixel size is correct. Doesn't matter, that's fine. It's not something that I really mind, you know? The thing is, I will need to do something very specific. There is also a very small detail about the tile sets. So pixel genre, you can see the small detail about the pixels tile set that I'm talking about, you know? The thing about the dark layout around the sprites of the tiles. I don't know if this is really a problem or not. It's not. They thick, boys. Yes, indeed. I did want the doors to stand out. Yes, indeed. That's cool because it's important for the player to see the doors, you know, and to have different indications about if the door is active, deactive, and whatnot. I wasn't aware of the black lines. Yeah, well, it's just a small detail. Doesn't really matter too much, you know. It's just a small problem. And the thing in here, I can go really fast in here and, you know, tile set, select the deletus thing, and boom. Boom. Come on, delete this. Please delete this. Your friend. Delete this. There you go. The thing that's why wasn't deleting, it's simple. Come on, just draw correctly. What's going on? I have the tile selected, terrains, cave. I have the thing, and I did that. There you go. Thank you. Sometimes the auto, well, it's annoying because when I click to move, you know, if I'm in moving mode and try to draw, this happens. If I'm on scaling mode or any other mode, it, you know, in here, it will do crap. It needs to be on the select mode. It needs to, you know, pay attention to if it's deleting or creating, and then we can do fun stuff. There you go. Now, the scale of the doors are not perfect to the tiles itself, but doesn't matter. This can always be polished later, doesn't matter really too much. Maybe it's a mistake for that tile set, maybe the new ones don't have it. It's not a purposeful choice of mine. I'll double check that later. Yeah, that's fine. It's not really a bad thing, if you know what I mean. It's just a little detail. You can just delete a line because it's important having dark elements, you know, especially this place, because, you know, it's the stone behind. It's something. It's object. It's matter. It's in there. So it's this line being opaque, it's fine. The outline being opaque, transparent. That's what I mean. But the rest being black, that's good, you know. Now about this door, I'm going to just do it somewhat like this, you know. You can rework this later, doesn't matter. It's just a small detail. You know, this game is not finished yet. We need to polish stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter right now. What matters is something that I will do, which is, well, I can do even funnier stuff. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to reintroduce this thing here. There you go. And I'm going to develop the door exactly like in here. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. That's cool. Let me just play the animation just to set up the speed, like 2 frames per second. Something like that. There you go. Or even 1. It can be 1. Yeah, probably 2. 2 is more, you know, flashy and fun. Yeah, that. Now, the next thing I want is to add this, and I want a specific thing that I do not recall how to do it. Yeah. How does one just create a rectangle? Do we have something like a sprite? Yeah, something like that. And should we... how does one do that? Image texture, maybe? No, not image texture. I just wanted a solid color thing. So, curve, gradient, animated camera, texture, noise. Well, I think it's Google time. So, google.vt, let's just go in here and Godot solid color. I just want something very simple, no code, no nothing. Something simple. Please, come on. Box or something like that, color rect. Come on. I just want something simple. In Paint, this is not the solutions I want. Come on, do something. Well, what I'm trying to do is something that Unity has, that Godot apparently can or cannot have. I don't know if has it or not. The thing that I want is to just create a black box. I just want a box, a solid color. I just want to create a node with a solid color. That's the only thing I want. Is color rect? Let's see. So I have a sprite. And do I have color rects or something like that? I don't know. I also don't know what I'm doing, but you know, discovering with Kaado. Today we are seeing Kaado struggle to find something that he just wants to do quickly, but because he's not finding the solution really quickly, it's going to spend more time searching for that instead of just doing something simple like importing a black box. You know, I can do that later. I just want a black image. I can do it myself. So paint master race. I want just one single pixel black. There you go. Save. This will be black. Save. And there you go. Something very simple like this is enough. There we go. And now texture in this thing, and I can increase it. There you go. See, instead of spending time trying to do something, I can always, you know, just don't waste that time. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to review the sprites for the doors and the tile sets to figure out what's up. Yeah, don't worry too much about that, you know. You can always have the polishing time for later, you know. Right now it's just setting things up. So we are setting things up, make them work well, and then when I'm spending time fixing bugs, because that time will definitely come, you can always spend that time reworking these things, you know. We have a lot of work to do, basically. So reading documentation is part of it, yes indeed, but well, I've just winged it with a 1 pixel black thing, but it is done. What I wanted. And you may ask, why the hell did I need to do that? Why the hell am I doing all this work to just make a black box in a black background anyway? That's simple. Let me just save this door. Why am I doing this? Well, obviously these stupid things are in the wrong position. God damn it. God damn it. Why are you not in the correct position? Zero, zero, something like that, and transform 0, something like that. Transform 0, 0. So I have done a mistake. I didn't delete that. That wasn't a mistake. Mistake is this. This is what I want. This is our door. So we have this, which is the door, the animated sprite, and the thing that it's behind the animated sprite thing. So what do I want? When I move the door, let's just say I will move the door up. You see what's happening? It's hiding. Yes, indeed. And the cool stuff is, when I move this, if I rotate that 180 degrees and tell it to move this coordinate, it will always move behind the black box, which is the stuff that I want to happen. Whoa, that's cool. See? You know? That's what I want to do. And the cool part, the really cool part about this, is when I'm in the map, and I have a door in here, let's just... Where the hell is the door? Is in here. There you go. If the door is behind stuff like this, when the door opens, it will go behind that dark box, you know. Right now it's not set up in here because, you know, stuff, but it will later. And that's the important part. So we have the sprite, the black sprite on this, and that's why I wanted a black thing to hide the door when the door opens. That's what I want. The second thing I want, do you remember the interactable thing that we have just created? Yes, we need that. So, I will pick up the interactable object and I will drag it in here. Yep, not only that, I will resize this thing. What's the button to resize this thing? I just want to resize this thing. This is to move. Rotate. What is the thing? S is for scale. Oh god damn it. That's why I was struggling. There we go. That's what we want. This is an interactable area for this place. The sprites are not pixel perfect, so let's just try to do that. Oh, I know why they are not. They don't need to be anyway. Something like this. There you go. CP, welcome, welcome, VPN gang. Thank you for coming. And that bong. Well, that was, in some way, deserved. For those of you with dirty minds. Yes, indeed. And by the way, don't forget to hydrate yourselves. That's what I'm doing right now. And yeah. So how's everyone? Well, the streamer is kinda fine, kinda struggling with this, cause I'm just winging it. But I'm cool. How about everyone in chat? So, the thing that we were doing is the interactable area. Something like this. Yeah, I've seen this area. It's kinda decent size. That's fine. Now, the door needs a script. New script, door script. Yeah, can be like that. And it's in there. Door script. Fantastic. Now, the door script needs the script from here. How does one get a variable from another script? So, robot, get variable from another. Come on. Get variable from child mode. This works as well. Well, just for winging it, that looks great. Thank you very much. I have no idea how any of this works. Well, we kind of on the same side. I have a vague idea of how this works, but I'm just winging it anyway, because it's more fun doing things like this. Even though that's not the correct way, by the way. You should always learn first and do what you learn for work, actually, you know? So, they are using the emit signal things. Oh, I don't want to mess around with signals. But I will need to do that. God damn it. So, yeah. Let's do something like that then. It's proper way, so let's do it properly, you know? It's the proper way, so yeah. Now, I need to remember how the hell does one do that? How the hell do I do that? I have these signals, and I need to emit a signal. So how does one do that again? Godot signal. Confused from weird words on stream. Doing my best, doing my best. Chat is going around talking about food. I can't look too much about food because it's approaching dinner time and that will make me hungry, so yeah. Chocolates is best. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Especially the ones with hazelnuts. Those are awesome. Very good, very good. So, going back to code because I'm getting hungry. There is a lot of things. There's buttons as well. What the hell? New node. A button node? Do we have button nodes? Oh, I read a node for it's for UI. That's fine. It's just an example for UI. Connecting a signal in the editor. So there is the thing in here. There's that. And there's stuff. But I wanted to create a specific one. How do I do just a no-made signal? That's what I wanted. A no-made signal. Connecting a signal via code. That's what I wanted. I want to create a signal and connect it. Let me just try something real quick. So, I have this, I have signal, groups, doesn't matter, I want signals. So, in here, can I do something? In here, draw, hidden, visible, child, ready, tree, property list changed, script changed, no, I cannot. But I have these things in here. And I have these things in here. Ooh. So I kinda can do that in here? No, I can't. I can. And I can connect to door. But I don't want that. I want a specific in here, so let me just try something. Signal. There you go. That's what I wanted. Ooh, I might be able to do stuff like this. So let's just me do signal. Obviously I can't. God damn it. So, what do you say about this? Nothing really. Signal name after. So I need a signal name. That's fine. So signal detected. Right? What needs more? There's the same name. Detected. Now the thing is, can I trigger the signal by doing this? Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Signal detected. So, detected. And this sends a signal. Fantastic. Alright, I have a signal somewhat. And it's in here. Fantastic. And I can send stuff in it, which is awesome. Can I do this? I can't. So, let me just check if I can send stuff through signals, because that will be awesome. That will be very awesome. Get node, timer, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I just want to send stuff through signals. So, health depleted. Right. Let me see if there's stuff. There's signal, health. There you go. That's how it's done. Fantastic. Thank you. So, I do this and let me just do that. Bool. And now I can send stuff like true. Right? I didn't understand it correctly. God damn it. Old value, new value. Do I need to create the variables? Give them names and stuff like that? I probably need to do that, right? And then I call the name it. Oh. I need to emit this thing. There you go. How to make signals. Fantastic. God damn it. But it works. It works. It's awesome. It's great. Fantastic. Now I can go to doors and get this damn thing in there. So, detect. I can connect to the door. See? And now every time the player enters or leaves the interactable area, the door detects if the player interacts or leaves. There you go. Hell yeah, chocolate chip cookie enjoyer. Yes, I am an enjoyer of those cookies as well. Thank you for coming up and thank you for lurking. Another viewer always helps. Thank you very much. I'm bot today, lol. Yeah. So, I've updated everything I have seen on the chat, so that's all fine. Awesome. So, best bottle of Yes, indeed. She's not the best bot, she's the best person. So thank you for being in here. Everyone in there is the best person for being in here. Thank you. I'm starting to be weird because I'm thinking on other things and I'm not knowing exactly what I'm saying 100%, so yeah. So let's see. We have a function which is the signal coming from the interactable thing, which is the interactable thing for detected. Fantastic. And this thing can be true or false. This is bool. I don't want it to be a bool, so let's just change the name for something. Detected. I think it can be like that, right? Yeah. And so let's just make these things right. Disconnect, connect, detected. There you go. So fantastic. This is done. Now there is a thing. Function. Open. Open. Sesame. You may know where we are going with this, right? I'm going to pick up the sprite thing. Can't drop nodes because scriptor does not inherit node. What the hell is going on? This has the door thing, right? Exactly. So can't I just pick this? Let me see. Access as a... There you go. Come on, I have the percentage thing, which is the new thing, an awesome thing. So, animated sprite 2D percentage, maybe. There you go. Dot position. Let's just say something like that, and we can do that. Let me see. The position. So it will stay the same. Dot X and position dot Y will be 1. Something like this. Things happened in chat. Let me see. Kisser just subscribed. Thank you very much. Thank you for the sub. We really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting a sub today. So Roxy is thanking Kisser for the sub. Yes indeed. Thank you. We are contributing for our future. Thank you very much. And by the way, for those viewers that are viewing right now, the subs may have contributed for our website thing online. Yes indeed, we have our website. I have shown you on the start of the stream. And maintaining and having the website on has some costs associated with that. Right now it's the only cost that we have on UGS. Other costs will come later by, you know, putting the game on Steam and stuff like that, and other costs associated with that. And yeah, you are contributing to, you know, for us to being able to put our game on stores and having a website to share with you all and like that, you know. So thank you very much. Plus, I love the surprise at Pikachu. Yes, indeed, that's a very awesome icon to use. Thank you. That's awesome to hear. So, keeping up with the thing that I was trying to wing it, you know, which is making movement. I want to make movement, and there's something that I'm doing it wrong in here. What am I doing wrong in here? Parse expected indented block after function. I'm not understanding really that. Let me just check on the projectile, because projectile has something that I really want. Move local X, there you go, something like that is Yeah, something like this. I don't have a speed, I don't have a delta, but I can just make it like 1. And I want to move it on the y-axis. There you go. I still don't know why the hell you're doing this. Oh, alright, I know why. I'm a noob. Right? Right? Come on. What's wrong with you? I don't know how to make freaking functions right now. So, function can jump 2 dots, and I just do that. Function name 2 dots and just that. Oh, right. I know where the problem comes. There's another problem. So where is this? Not found in base self. Right, because I need to move this thing. Right? Get node. Get node. And cannot use short-term get node. That isn't a node. Can I just... I can't do that as well. Get node not found in base self. We are struggling a bit. So let me just analyze the thing in here. So I have the physics process delta. And I have the move local x, stuff like that in the physics process thing. I didn't want to use this thing. Let's just do it. Just now, just to make sure this will move, you know? There you go. I don't want to move the entire thing. Obviously this is just dropping itself. I just want to do something like that. A variable is needed, so var active, and so this turns true. Not true, I want this to be updated by if the player is in it or not. There's that, there's the movement thing that we don't have because we are not one of these movable things. But this is just an area 2D. And it's working in here. Why you are not working in here though? Because we don't have speed. Well, that fixes things. No? So let me see. Not found in base self. So we don't have a move local x. But we have a move local x in here. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And see, there's also the animated thing in here, see? And I couldn't get the animated thing in here. I couldn't get the reference from it without the percentage thing. So, $ animated sprite 2D, there you go, dot. move on the y-axis. There you go. 1 multiplied by delta, cause yeah. And still gets a problem. Cannot use shorthanded get node notation dollar on a class that isn't a node. Let's do something. Let's restart Godot, because why not? It's probably not the thing that I'm expecting. I'm expecting restart not to work, to be a logic problem. I'm just expecting to be a logic problem, but you know, restarting may help things going around. So it detects the sprite thing. It detects the sprite thing, but let me see. The get node thing notation in here that isn't a node, blah blah blah. Alright. Node. Can I do something like that? It's still giving problems. Isn't a node. It's not detecting the thing. It doesn't detect the thing. But the door has the script, but it doesn't detect the thing. What the heck is going on, Godot? You detect it just fine in here. So you have the projectile, which is the script projectile, which is, you know, gets the animated sprite just fine. But you don't do that in here? Why though? I have the door script, the door thing. If I get, let's just say, the other sprite. It detects the two. It detects the play default. Yeah, something like that. Save. It still gets an error. Cannot use shorthand get node. Cannot use shorthand get node notation on class that isn't a node. God damn it, door. Door. There you go. Save, a lot of saves. I'm still not... Oh, maybe I know what the problem is. Extends... There you go. I have just deleted the extension thing. Yeah. God damn it. Well, it was just a stupid mistake, you know? But anyway, mistakes averted, fixed as well. So, yeah. I think that's fine. So, detective, there you go. Something like that, just not to make a thing. Now I can make a function, and I can make a function, and I can do something like move door. This, and now I can make this in here. Dot move on the y-axis, and I can, but detected. I don't think the true or false gets. Yeah, that's what I expected. Not declared in the current scope. Yeah, I was expecting that. So detect. So if, just make this, if detect yeah, we are not passing this around, which is something. I will create another. So move door will be move. There you go, something like that. Yeah. This should have a limit though. So if this dot position, not the global position, but the local position. Can I get local? Get local underscore position. Move is local, get local. There's global position. I hope this is the local position. Dot y is between a number. That's the important thing. So if it's higher, and then we are going to test something. So we have this thing and this position. There's the minus x and minus y. So right now it's on -1, and we need to push this up like that. So we have 60, -60 and -1. So it needs to be between -1 and -60. So if it's higher than -60 and lower than -1, then it should move. It's the two dots in there. Move door. Move door, and we call it by move. Obviously, this is not what I want. I want to call it in the next frame. So Godot invoke function. No, I don't want from another script. I just want to invoke a function by second, something like that. God damn it, you stupid Bing. There you go. So, Godot invoke function, invoke repeating. There you go, something like that. How to make a repeating script. Blah 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 blah. So I have a function first method, yield timeout, and then second method, yield get tree, create timer, timeout. I wanted something more simpler. If there is well, that's what I wanted, something like the Unity invoke, but for Godot. Something of repeat until... Let's see, call function after delay, something like that. That works as well. Quarantines and yields, something like that. Let me see. So signal, wait signal, print, blah blah blah. Await, G timer, what the check timeout? That wasn't exactly what I want. Bonk? Have been people... Oh, Captain Fubar. Welcome. Welcome back.
Hello there.
Hello there. General Kenobi. There you go. So, let me see. There is a lot of things going in chat. So, greeting Captain Fubar. Welcome, welcome. We are almost at the weekend, indeed. Our boy takes some time looking at chat. Yes, indeed. I was thinking, you know, researching takes my full attention. And Buckfeedy as well. Welcome. Welcome back. Glad to see you all in here. Have been busy, so I have just been letting the stream run in the background. And we greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. An extra viewer goes a long way, you know. The more we have seen in here, the more the Twitch gods, you know, share our stream with others. So thank you. Wait, but Fubar said that you need, bro. Oh, let me see. There is a lot of text, and I was reading right. I was first reading basically, so let me see. You're the best, plus crisis averted, hey folks. Alright, doing fine. Wait, get 3, process frame. Maybe it's this? To wait for idle frame. Use a timer, that's actually an option as well. Yeah, let's just try that, because why not? Let me see. Await, get 3, process frame. What do you need more in here? Let me just see. So, await, get 3, process frame. There you go. And this. But in here, I didn't want a process frame, you know? Well, yeah, it can work, because why not? Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Obviously nothing happens because, you know... Yeah. That's right. So, if detected, you know, will be -1, else, you know, 1. And still nothing. Still nothing. Let me see. First off, I need a print. I need a print just to make sure true, false, true, false. So it detects me. Yeah, it detects me in here. Fantastic. Great. So it detects me, then it calls this function with the move thing, and there's this. Position.y. Let me see this. If there's something. Alright, that's not... I don't know about this thing, you know? That's the great problem. Because I don't know if this position is reading the local position or the global position. That's the great problem. And so I will print just to check. Alright. Alright, so it is doing correctly. So let me see this, you know? Because maybe the limits... Boom! Exploded. Okay, progress. We are having progress. I will do a go back machine. This should be 0, this should be 1, and you have the move local thing. Let's see. It disappeared to oblivion. But it did something. It did something. Have you used twins yet? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Let me see. Chat maybe and Captain Fubar may have great suggestions. Let me see. I was suggesting if you need to wait for the next frame. What is your intention? To open the door smoothly? Yes, it is. Have you used twins yet? No, I haven't. So let's see. Let's learn. So, Godot twins. Twin node. Let us see. Twins are mostly used, blah blah blah. Let me just read silently and fast. Yes, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Yes, indeed. So this is something that we want. Twins are used to interpolate simple animations. Yes, you interpolate between, yep. And you have control over the transition type. That's great. Now, how does one use this on position? So we have the thing, right, cool. So we do a sprite, we do what we want to affect on that sprite, for example, and we have this, alright. Let me see. We have the property, callbacks, alright, there's stuff that I need to learn. There's stuff that I need to learn. And there's the transition. And the type of transition. Alright, there's something like this. Simple, easy. We have a position and we have this. Fantastic. That's something that I'm going to try to do. Something like this. We need to create a twin and then apply that twin to our sprite. Create twin. And then there's kill twin. There is something that we set the limit though. So interpolate between two values and you have control over the transition type. Look at easings. Net to see the transition and the easings value. That will be awesome as well. To add address properties, you add the column to the property path. Example twin property sprite position on Y, and then there's the limit between -60 and 1. Fantastic. Or no, I'm not. So -60 is the limit and 1 is the time. There you go. Now we are understanding it correctly. So -60 is the limit, the 1 is the time, the position Y is the value that we are affecting. Yeah, I'm starting to understand this. Somewhat. So, first off we need to create a new twin. Let's just do it var twin. I want a twin. Then we need to create twin. Alright. Create. No need to declare it as a class variable. Ooh. It is a temporary twin that will be deleted once. Yeah, that makes sense. So if I can do this directly in here, that will be way better. So let's just do something in here. So I will, let me see, open keyboard. Yes, forget about the part I don't know the correct thing for this in GDscript. And let's see about the twins. So, twin, I want to create a new twin. Right, and then let me see what this shows. There's this thing, it doesn't have the thing for this, so create a twin. Alright, maybe this is the one. Var twin, create twin, I mean. So I declare this directly in the function. That works. Twin equals to create twin. And then I can use the twin and do the thing. So twin property. And then the object that I want is the animated. It doesn't detect the thing. Sprite to be. Next. Object, property, it's the position. It doesn't need the quotes. I assume it needs. There you go. Final value. That's the problem, because it can be between two values depending on the move thing. But let's just say -60, because why not? It probably doesn't need that. What I was trying to say is This should be one thing that can open and close, but I can make the switch later, because why not? And duration. The position should be position.y though. Let's just say that. And position, let's just say 1 second, just to make things... it's 2 dots on the y. Right, let's just make things correctly. There you go. So, let me see, twin equals twin create, yes, the node method available is all classes and derived from the node. You can drag the node into the code, position y, you can pass in move parameter, column, not dots. Ooh, there you go. Seems cool. The move thing in here, it's being detected, and detected I'm making the -1 and the 1, which is actually, yeah, I can do that. Yes, I can. I can already set up this correctly, and in here I want the -1, which is correct, and in here I want -60. And maybe this will do great things. Let's see. So it opens and closes when I'm in and opens when I'm not. So this is backwards. But you see, Captain Fubar clutching our door animation. Thank you very much for the help. That was awesome. That was actually awesome. And I have learned something new today. Fantastic. Let me see. Column dot, yes. To add a transition type, which is something cool as well. Example, a sinus or a cubic, just add to set trans and twin. Let's just try that. I'm learning new things today and I'm loving it. Let me see. Dot set transition. Come on. Set transition and let me see. There's a twin. There's a twin, and then we can see a lot of transitions. There is in, is out in, is in out. That's a lot of things in there. There you go. And there's back, bounce, circ, cubic, expo. There's a lot of things that I will need to see later. But let's just try the one that Captain Fubar suggested, which is the transition sign. And you see, that's actually cool because it's the correct transition for the door opening and close. So don't forget, twins interpolate all types of properties, not just position. Try with the color values, yes. Modulate sound volume, scale, etc. That's a lot of uses. Thank you. That's actually cool because we can make just one a sound for the door, and well, I can just play the sound and have the sound, the open and close be the same thing, or I can just make the volume on the twin things, which is actually cool as well. The color one could be cool. I don't know where I will do it though. Oh, I know where I'm going to use the color twin thing. I know where I'm going to use that. Yeah, we have tricky things that can, you know, become enemies, and the player may not expect that. So yeah, that will be cool as well. The sound, volume, scale to make things bigger and whatnot, yeah. So using .NET will help you see transition types. I think that I know that thing. Let me see. I have seen this website before. Yep, I have seen this website before. I have used this thing, I believe was for... What did I use this before? It was an Unity project? I don't remember, but I have used this thing before, and I believe... Or wasn't this? It was a... No, it wasn't this, because I remember clicking... There you go. And there's the... Yep, I have used this before. I remember for what was it. It wasn't Unity. But I've used this before. Yep, that's awesome. Thank you for the tips, Captain Fubar. You helped a lot. And you see? The door is opening and close. Fantastic. Great. Now, there is something that I want to test real quick, because we aren't done yet. So, a thing that I want to test, which is a very fast, quick thing that you may want to know. See, it's working on horizontal as well. Fantastic. And the only thing you need to do these horizontal doors, then it's just... Where is it? Editable children, I think. And you can edit the area. See? Something like that, you know? That's awesome. This doesn't need to be editable anymore, but you know, then we can pick any door, make it vertical, horizontal, you know, you can make perpendicular, whatever, you know, can make the door whatever angle you want, you know. You see, level designer in chat, Pixel John. See, horizontal doors, nice, there you go. And they are always going to open in one direction. And they have the dark box to hide themselves, you know. See? And you can put them anywhere. Export the resource you want to edit. No need to make the scene editable children. Oh yeah! Let me see. Export resource you want to edit. Like the rotation in here. But that... But I don't want the value to be in here, you know. It needs to be something graphical because, you know, artists. Like the rotation, collision shape, etc. Ooh, the collision shape, that might be helpful. Can I do something in here that shows the thing that I want to edit though? Because I wanted something easy and graphical, because messing around with variables in here might be a problem for our artists, you know. I want this to be the easier thing to do and preferably visible, you know. Also, by the way, the booklet is finished. Ooh, there's something to see. I will not show it on stream though, because that's something that, you know, Roxy streams to show on for people, you know, you work. I do suck at messing with variables. Yes, great idea to make it easily editable for the artists, game designers. Yeah, if you have a suggestion like something easier than this method for an artist to not, you know, edit things in the inspector, you know. Because if it's something like it's just a click and you can drag this thing in visually, that will be great. But if not, I can just, you know, teach the, you know, our artists If you want to change this square thing, you need to make this, click in this, and in here you change the size to whatever you want, you know. And you can set up the door as you please. Export to collision shape. But does that... Well, let's just try it. Because why not? Why not? Let's go to... But that is on interactable as well. So let me see. The script for the interactable thing. And let me export this thing. So export. It's not here though. It's text ends. I was confusing with another completely different thing. So let me see. Really quickly, how does one do that? Use @ symbol. Oh, that can be the thing. So @ export, and I want to export the collision shape. So collision. Collision shape dot, and I want the shape. Or I doing it right? I'm doing it right. Obviously, I'm doing it right. God damn it. Var.
Hello there.
Collision shape. Two doors, two dots, and the thing in here. It's this. Right. So there's the name, and there's the thing that I'm exporting, but I need to say it. That is this, right? Let me see. No, you will pass in a new collision shape. Then you add it as a children of area 2D on ready mat. Oh, I'm now starting to understand. So I'm just creating a thing that in here. So when I drag a new door, it will prompt me to, it will ask me to create a new collision. If collision shape, there you go, add child collision shape. There you go. Yep, that can work, that can work. Yep. I'm understanding, that's awesome. So, I need function on ready. If there's stuff in here, then add it's child, yes, it's child indeed, and then add this. There you go. And so if I select a new thing in here, it should do this. Now let's see if there is a problem in here that might... I think there will be, because I have done that on the interactable and not on the door. So let's just see. Yep, as I expected. As I expected. I have deleted the wrong one. I want to delete the two. So, I have created this thing on interactable, and that's not the correct place if I want to edit the thing on the door as well. So, I may need to do that code on the door though. You can save many shapes, that way you don't need to define a new one. You can save the current existing collision shape as a scene, then pass it on. I see. So I save this one as a scene and then I just need to drag it to the thing and it's already set up. Or I can just create a new one if I want a new one. I see. I remove it from the current scene. Exactly, yeah. I'm starting to understand. Now, I need to make this in here on the door though. Because on the door I have the interactable thing, which is the collision shape thing. Exactly, as expected. Now it needs to be on the door itself. Let me see if I can do something like passing it forward. Export. Can I pass this forward? Dot collision. I don't think I can, because I have the collision from the interactable area and I want to export interactable. Come on, I will just drag this in here, dot, and yeah, it's not this way. Think of it like making your Lego bricks. It's the components. Yeah, you add components into each other and yeah, you want to set the shape in the door scene. There is an explanation for that. So, this is default door, right? But if I want to make an horizontal door, like this, let's just make a quick shaft, just so you can understand. So, tile, auto tile please, and let's just make a quick shaft just so we can understand what I'm trying to do. Something like this. And we can pick a door and try to place it in here, right? So we can rotate the door. Not the tile thing, I want to rotate the door. There we go. Obviously it needs to, be placed on the correct place. There is the door. The problem is, I want the door to open if the player is like around in here, so the collider needs to be changed. Just move the code into the door script, exactly, that's what I need to do. But there's another problem. The code on the interactable door, it's detecting the collision on it. And if I create the collider on the door, the collider is not on interactable area, and so it's not going to trigger. So I need to pass the collider on the door. It's kind of easy, so yeah, I can do just the exact same stuff, because why not? So I can do this, I can do this in here, but in here, instead of add child to our place, I can add the child to the interactable area, and so I will do that. This should work. This should work. Yeah. And so, if I just delete this, it will do a warning because this is an area 2D. But let's just check it, because why not? So we have this, right? We have a door. We don't have the second door, so let's just create it. So pick a door, get the door in here, rotate that. Rotate the door, please. Door. I have rotated the door. move the door to the place before the tile map so it stays in here. I may configure this differently. The ordering needs to be set up correctly just to make things even easier. So let's make things easier for our, you know, artists. So let me do -1. There you go. Fantastic. That's enough for me. So let me just do the ordering -1 as default. So artists don't need to, you know, mess around with things. And now there's this thing. If I assign a collision shape, let me see, can I just create a new one? I can't. But I can assign allow with collision shape. So show all. Alright, that wasn't exactly as I expected. I was expecting something like a new collision shape. So the thing when you create a new thing, and I was expecting to just click in here and just create a default collision shape instead of having one separating here and just drag it in there. Click on the 3 dots. There's clear, copy as text, edit, show no 3, edit, let's just no new option, yep. Let's just give it, yeah, doesn't matter if I change the name or not. Yeah, but that was a great idea though. That was actually a great idea. Let me just create a default collider. Just make things easier for our artists. So, go to the door, go to here, because why not, and yeah, this is not what I want. This is already edited. So I will save this collider. Let me save this, save branch as scene. Can save branches. Alright, I just create a new one because maybe easier. So I have this door. I will add a new thing. There's a new collision shape. I want to let me do something real quick. Hide it. Then where you are and why you are annoyed. Not configuration warning. Collision shape to the only source provides blah blah blah. Alright. Understand. Click on 3 dots. Right. It is not a sub-resource but a collision shape. Wait, you can export the sub-resource of the collision shape so you can generate a new one. Export the sub-resource shape to D, that way you can generate one. Export var shape to D. That might be one. That might be the solution. So let's see. Instead of this, let's just select the collision shape. We want a shape, so collision shape, it can just stay like that, and I will say it's a shape. And it is a 2D shape. And there's the shape and there's the size. That can work. That can work. Although it's still numbers, but yeah. In a ready method, don't touch child. Yes. It's we need to access the collision shape and then assign the shape to it. So this dot shape equals to the shape we have in here, which is this one. And then we need to edit the door as well, because we have just messed around with this. So it's not that child. Now we need a different way to get this in there. Collision shape. Let me see this. So on door, on the door, I want to change this, which is letting me doing. Let me just, it's a shape 2D, there you go. So I assume the door, if it detects that as a shape 2D, will get the collision shape to see if there is, and if there is, goes to the interactable area and change the collision shape, which is this one of the interactable area, to the one on the door. Now, let's see on here. I have the second door. And now I can create a new collision shape. I can edit the size and whatnot. There's still the problem, it's not visually. But yeah, wrong property name. Let me see. Export var shape, shape 2D. Then assign it to the collision shape node. In the ready method, don't touch child, you assign it to the shape property. Collision shape dot shape equals collision shape. Let me see if I haven't mistaken that. So in the interactable, collision shape 2D dot shape equals to R shape. That's correct. CP the seed. He is AFK. He's AFK. When you create a new shape, you can edit the size in the editor. Shape, wrong property name, line 7 in the GDscript. Wrong name. I didn't use the property name is shape. Not collision shape. But that is the interactable, it's the entire thing, you know. It's not the collision inside the interactable area. So I'm trying to assign the exported variable, you know. You don't add a new collision you don't add a new collision node. You are totally correct. I mean, I'm doing a kind of an inception, yes. So for people to understand what's going on. So I have created an interactable object, which is a node specifically just to detect our player, you know. And it will have, you know, other functions later, but right now the only function this has is to detect the player. That's the only thing this is doing. Now we want to edit the collision, so we created, you know, an export variable that you can change the shape of our collision in the interactable, right? This will change the collision of the object inside the interactable area, which is the collider, this collider in here. And so when the interactable area is created, it will detect if there is a different shape, and if there is a different shape, it will apply it. Now, if this interactable area is inside the door, being inside the door, how do we change that shape? So I have created another collision shape in the door, and so if I set up a collision shape in the door, it will pass to the exported variable of interactable area, which is this exported variable. And if this contains a value, then it will apply. And so, let me see. Okay, to make it editable in the editor, you have to turn the interactable area a tool script. Tool script equals script is running in the editor. I see. So, let me see. That will be something. My question is, do I need to turn the door as well? Because I'm editing the door. Because in here I have the door, and if I turn the door as, you know, running on the editor, just add the add tool keyword to the top of the door script. Your PC made that sound effects of needing to be changed. Charger. It was not mine. It wasn't my PC that made the sound needed to be charged. I am actually connected to the wall constantly. I am streaming, so it wasn't my PC, Pixel John. So let me just see. I will add this as a tool. So add tool keyword on top of your door script. I believe it. I don't mess around with extend. Tool. I don't know if this does the thing. Of course not. Let me see. Annotation tool must be at the top of the script before extends. Right. So it actually is. So add tool extends node. There you go. And now the door is running. The problem is this interactable needs to do that as well. But there's another problem, because this is just on ready and only on ready. Add the setter method on the export. So just call in here, finish the export declaration with a column. Then add below indented. Set value. You are editing the door script. I'm editing the both of them, because I need to make the door script and then the interactable script as well, because I'm passing the values between the door to the interactable as well. That's the problem, you know. Only door needs to be a tool script. Alright. I mean, it makes sense. I just make the interactable as well, just in case, you know. But no, I think the interactable needs as well. You will access the shapes property in the GDscript. Yes, but then I need... Okay, if I change the export with the set, then I don't need the ready and it does that. Okay, that makes sense, yes. So, I have the export var collision shape, that, and then... Let me just check something really quick. We are almost at 9 p.m. Yeah. Okay. I was distracted because dinner and things and stuff. So I will ask chat kindly to start looking for a raid target. Meanwhile, I'm wrapping up the exercise before I forgot. So we were doing the export var collision, yep, and then I need to turn the ready function and call the function in here. So let me see. Set value, you are editing the GDscript. Only door needs, yes, you will access the shape property in the GDscript. Interactable area, get node, collision shape will give you the collision shape. Yes. I see, so interactable collision shape. My brain is getting mushy already. It must be the hungry as well. Let's just see. So export var this. And then I have the function ready. Yeah. Let me see. Add the colon to the end. I believe is in here, right? And then you can start a setter method at the end of line 3. Yes, it was in here. And then setter. And then I call this. And get the node. I get the node collision. Get the node collision shape to D. And then, let me see, then set value. No, so I'm doing it wrong. Add a new line. Add indentation and then set value. So robot setter, let me just see an example in here. Just real quickly going in here and so okay, there you go. So the set needs to, I need to get this as a value. And it needs to get an enter. Get set, there's a value, then I do the thing. Just make things readable. I need to get the interactable on the door. Dot get node basics setter getting is not called. Yep. Oh, that was one example. Great. I was actually seeing a different example. This one. But it is basically the same thing in there, so yeah. It's basically the same thing. And then I have the get node. Obviously I need the collision shape 2D, and then I do the shape. Let me just confirm in the interactable code, which is shape, collision shape, which is this that we want. Exactly. There you go. And this is the collision shape. There you go. With this in here, alright, I don't need this. And I don't need this in here either. So I don't need this in here, I don't need this in here. And I believe it's it. Let's see. Well, in the editor, of course. So we have this in here. This doesn't have a collider because it's empty. Fantastic. So I add a new one. Come on, let me do a new one, please. There's this door, and there's this door, and it's not... Alright, maybe I need to delete this and import a new door. There you go. I have a new door. I will attempt to change the thing, which deletes it immediately. It's not letting me do that though. After creating a tool script, reload the scene, menu scene, reload scene. Reload saved scene, alright. So scene, let me reload it, reload saved scene, there you go. It just needed a restart maybe. Reloading the scene doesn't restart it. Alright, alright. Then we have this in here. Let me just attempt to do it, and yeah. Let me try create a different one. It doesn't let me though. I see errors. Look in the debugger. Load image, error opening file, icon, SVG. It's just the icon thingy. Now, the parameters body is never used in a function, body entered and exited. That's a projectile thing. It's nothing to... from this code. Can you show the door code again? Yes, indeed. There is the door code. Basically, this is not used anymore, so I'm just going to delete this. Now we have the detection, and we have this in here. You need to pass value, not collision shape. Oh, that's the problem. That was a mistake from my side, not this. I need to reload saved scene. Go in here, select the second door. It still doesn't let me create a new one. You need to pass value, not collision shape. So, get the value in here, and then if it's set with the value that is set, I pass the value directly to this thing. Can you print the setter method? That will be a good option. Print value. Let's see what it's doing. Not this, it runs on the editor. This very habit that I have. So let's reload the saved scene, just to make sure. We have the door, we have an empty screen. Obviously I need to see the output. And let's try to do this, and it gets the thing. But then it deletes it immediately. See if you have a reference to it. Rectangle shape 2D. I assume the ones that I create in here. It creates a new one, but it doesn't. It still gets it empty though. Why do this do that? Yes, you need to set it to the exported property too. So I need to set the value to be this one as well. Well, why not try it? Although it's trying to be confusing because it should do it. But let's see. Maybe that was the problem. Again. Well, let's reload save it, 2D, and maybe this fixed the problem. Yeah! Yep, this is not the visually thing that the artist should expect, but that works fantastic. At least for me it is great. So let's just delete the door in here. This door, delete. Let me just save the code. So script, door, it is done. I can delete the value from here. So I have the collision shape being set by this value, and I have set up the shape on the collider as well. So if it's not default, I can edit this directly in the editor, which is awesome. So let's just do a test run in here. So I do this, I rotate this like that. Come on. I need to select the door, rotate the door, move the door to a place, and then if I wanted, I could create a new rectangle and then edit the shape. For example, like that. And then this opens automatically, great, and then this opens automatically as well. Fantastic! Now to finish the door, it needs to be a door, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't, you know, stop the player or other creatures going past it. So, to finish it, I'm going to the door. Obviously it needs to be in here. The animated sprite 2D needs another thing in here, which is a collision shape. Yes, it is. And this collision shape needs a shape, and I will shape it to be the size of the door. There we go. See? Why are you annoying? Only servers to provide collision shape to the collision derived node. Please only use it as a child of area 2D, static body 2D, rigid body 2D, character body 2D, etc. to give them a shape. Okay. I create a rigid body, I place that in there. I'm just making sure there's not shenanigans in here with gravity and scale and whatnot. Because the only thing I want with this is just to stop the player from messing around with it. Maybe it could be static though. Maybe it just could be static. We are changing the position itself, so it shouldn't be a problem in here. Yep. I already tested that. It is working. Just so people on stream see it working correctly, I'm going to edit the timer thing. I'm going to, let's just say, 40 seconds, just real quick to test the thing. So the door will open very slowly, and if I touch the door, see? It's actually a door. Obviously it's opening very slowly because it's an automatic door, blah blah blah, but it's actually a door. Not only that, we have this door, and I probably can do the thing in here, so let's make it, see? In here you can see as well. Of course, I can headbutt the door, but if I just open the door enough, I can jump out. There you go. The door that opens slow can bring some extra tension. I can make it slower if you want. But that's just optimizing things, you know. And as well, you can, you know, tell something. If, for example, if you want the door opening slowly, we can just, you know, let me just do that really quickly, just so you have that option. So export var open speed. Doesn't need to be like that. And so the default value can be like 1, because why not? Boom. What's your problem? I did another mistake, probably, right? I need another mistake, probably. So let me see. I have the open speed, exact export variable, open speed 1. I gave a default value of 1. I gave it the open speed in here. And when I crash with the door, do I need to always set up the door speed in here? Yeah, I need it. Yes, I need. Oh, the default value I was doing it wrong. Yep. Captain Fubar to the rescue once again. So if I want to set up a default value, I need to load equals to 1. There you go. And so, Pixel John, if you want to, you know, mess around with the door speeds, you can always go. Let me just reload, save it. You can always go in here in the inspector. You can create an, for example, let's see the second door. you can mess around with the shape, see, in the values. It's not like in the editor in here. It's in here, the values. So I'm just can create one from the start just so you see what you can do with the doors. So let's just drag one door. See, you can rotate the door. Selecting the door to rotate it. There you go. Move it to the correct place. And if you want to mess around with the colliders, you can create a new collider. Set the size if you want, see, to be detectable in this area. And if you want, you can always mess around with the speed as well. For example, 5. And the more speed you place in there, the slower it takes to open, which is awesome. So this opens fast, and this door will open. It should open slowly though. Oh, maybe not. Let me see. Do I need to apply it though? Maybe I need to do that. So open equals to value. Just so it changes the speed when I do in the editor, because it's tool, so it's running in the editor, so I need to do that basically. So if I input a speed in here and if I change it to 5, it should do the 5 thing. There you go. No need for the setter method? Are you sure about that? I have the 1. I save and reload. I have changed this to 5. Let's just test that. Just set the value in the inspector. That's what I was doing, but then now the speed is working. If I change it to 1 really quickly, and it's still on 5. See why I have done the set value in thing? Because otherwise the artist will need to be always reloading scene. It's still on 5, I changed to 1, I save the scene, you know. You only do it once you created the tool script. It's just in the case the artist plays the door, plays a value, for example 5, it plays the thing. But after it plays the 5, it still has the 1, see? The speed. And I wanted to apply it and not having the need to reload the scene, you know? It still doesn't apply it, because it's defaulted to 1 again. But if I place 5, enter, play... Maybe it's just my hands. Yeah, it was my hands. It was me. Forget about that. I wasn't pressing enter. Just changing the value isn't enough. You need to press enter. Because just changing the value and clicking play doesn't change the thing. Because you are still editing it. You see? You need to click away or press enter or doing something. That was the problem. Because it's 1, right? It's set it to 1. But if I click 5 and click play, it doesn't apply the value. You need to press enter. So apply it. Got it? Pixel John? Confirm the value once changes. Yes, that was the problem. Because I was just clicking 1 and clicking play, and I was assuming that this applies, you know, confirms the changes, but no. You need to click or enter or just click something else to apply the value. There you go. Pixel John, I hope I have made things way easier to you. Great thanks to Captain Fubar, he really clutches today, he teaches me a lot of things about twins and whatnot. And obviously the thing about the export with the set values and whatnot, that was actually a good thing as well. Godot uploads the script, yep, that as well, the running the script on the editor, which is actually a huge thing. I used to do that on Unity with the colliders and other things, and what was called that thing again? The lines, the draw lines to debug and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, that Godot has that as well, which is very awesome. And to wrap things up, you know, because it's dinner time already, it already has passed 1 hour, that's why I'm super hungry and my brain is kinda mushy, you know. I mentioned earlier the idea of using scenes as tiles if you want easier placement. Yep, that was actually a great idea. I need to talk with Pixel John on a meeting to see the better option for him, you know. The things that make his life easier will make the levels become faster, you know, in the making process of them, so they will be made faster and the game may be released sooner, you know. So thank you for your help, you really clutched today. And so, let me just pause the music. Before we go away, small reminder that we have other platforms. We are not only on Twitch, but we are also on YouTube. So if you want to see the VOD of this stream, it will be available on YouTube in a couple of days, because Twitch and its rules, you know. As well, if you want to see other stuff about our community, we always have news on Instagram and Twitter, X, whatever Elon Musk wants to call his company, you know. We are actively as well on Discord. If you want to talk with us, we are in there as well. Obviously, all the links are in the description. We as well have our website, which has the links as well. You know, we have the shows. You can also help us out on Ko-Fi, Redbubble, and Patreon. You know, but the important thing, you have our platforms. There is also Shorts. Yes, indeed. We don't have the link for Facebook, and I know there's things publishing on the Facebook as well. But whatever. We have TikTok for Shorts. The same Shorts are published on, I believe, on YouTube and Facebook and other platforms. We have TikToks. We have X/Twitter, whatever this platform is called now. And that's it. I really hope you have enjoyed this stream today. I certainly have, because I've learned a lot. That was really awesome. I always like to learn new things. And I hope to see you next week. Bye bye. Just waiting for the raid. And there we go.